Afternoon, folks. Craig Stevens, Silver Lake Township, Pennsylvania. I am a fifth-generation New Yorker. My mother's from Oswego, New York. I'm living in my sixth-generation father's family home in Silver Lake Township, Pennsylvania. That's raised water. You know, when I moved there, I have a gas lease on my property. We allowed a part of a 33-mile pipeline from the Laser midstream line to be installed across my property. I thought I could deal with these people, but you know what? They're not interested in what we think as landowners. I'd like to thank Assemblywoman Barbara Lifton, because without her help, this water would not be in this building. Yesterday, I was in it all day. I met with senators and House people, and they were happy to see it and see our stories. This morning, I tried to get in the building, and I was stopped by the State Capitol Police. Sergeant Mamone and Sergeant Bell were doing their job. They told me that that was a toxic substance and could not come in this building.
Outrings me, and he said no, and there's nothing I can do.
Okay, I'm going to see how many reps and senators are going to walk down to see if they want the water. I don't know how many it takes to do it. But I know you guys are doing your job. That's not a problem. I'm very pro law enforcement. But I went in the building 3 times and they through 3 different securities, not stopped at all. I went in the Senate side, and they were asking me questions about it. And, you know, they opened it, checked it, and they go, "What's going on?" They were there 10 minutes. We were talking about it. Not one person had considered it a threat. But today it's different. So, like I said, it's not a problem. I know your guys' job is to protect us. Yeah, your guys' job is to protect us. The problem is, if I go in there and tell them that they refuse to enter the building, it's going to be on the news today. That's not what we want. I mean, none of us want that. I said it's been in the building over the last 2 weeks multiple times, no problem. Suddenly today it was a problem. So thank you for the help in even getting into the building. Can you please call Governor Corbett and Governor Cuomo and President Obama and tell them that this is a toxic substance, because they won't say it themselves. Now, if you want to argue with us about Cabot, there's some industry people here. Talk to Dan Dinges. That's the CEO of Cabot, and his chief legal counsel, Kevin Cunningham. He signed a consent order with the state of Pennsylvania on December 15, 2010, saying they are guilty and they will not argue this in the court of law. Good luck with that. Now, Matt's water went bad along with 2 other neighbors, but while we were there getting water buffaloes installed, did you know how that happened? 4 months they left that family living with contamination like that. I said that's enough. I gave WPX, which used to be called Williams, by the way, and the DEP one chance to get this right and get them water and separate their water wells and put a vent pipe on. They both said no, they'll pass. So I called PEMA, the Pennsylvania Emergency Management, and I declared a methane emergency explosion hazard on Route 29. He lives 40 feet off that route. And you know what was happening the next day magically? WPX was there installing 1,100-gallon water buffaloes on all those families, and now they're delivering water for the last 9 months as good neighbors, quote unquote. When they were in front of a camera saying they were doing this as good neighbors, I asked where the good neighbors were on December 6th when they should have taken care of the problem. Now, I asked about Heavenly Angels across the street, a public restaurant. Nobody had time to talk to me until I did a right to know and found out their arsenic levels were 5 times the legal limit. When I went in to see the notice that was on their building, they not only threw me out, but filed against me as a criminal trespasser, never to set foot on that property again. Now, if you want to know who's finding out about this, folks, Governor Cuomo, call PEMA. This is the Susquehanna County 2012 Hazard Mitigation Plan, just filed on public record in October of last year. Every 5 years they have to be updated, and this is a legal document sent to both PEMA and FEMA. I'm going to very quickly read you. Susquehanna County primarily experiences 2 kinds of environmental hazards: hazardous material releases at both fixed facilities and in transit, and Marcellus shale gas incidents. Hazardous materials releases can occur at facilities or along transport routes. These releases can result in injury and death and contaminate air, water, and soils. Activities associated with Marcellus gas well sites can cause fire, pollute streams, and drinking water. Governor Cuomo, is this on? Are you listening? Now, activities associated with Marcellus shale gas drilling can cause fire and pollute streams and drinking water. Additional hazards from oil and gas well drilling are of particular concern to Susquehanna County. Exist in stray methane gas in subsurface, which can migrate to wells and homes and ignite. This has been a particular concern for the residents of Dimick. That is a legal document filed to the state of Pennsylvania. We are tired of being told we're liars. We're tired of being ignored. Do you know how many times our new governor of our state has visited any of these people in the state? 0. Secretary Krancer, our DEP head, he's never visited. But they will go in the cameras and in front of you, the press, and say there's absolutely nothing wrong. guess what? Come and visit, like Sean and Yoko and Susan Sarandon and the grandson of Gandhi, who, by the way, lives in Rochester, were in my living room a week and a half ago. They were at Matt's house and Ray's. They could not believe what they were seeing, and the fact that our elected officials will not get involved. The industry should demand that our elected officials get involved. Come and see what's going on. Straighten up your ship, or get out of my home state, my ancestral state. That is right to know law after right to know law, ignored by the state of Pennsylvania. They refuse to answer the questions. They refuse to tell us they'll test the water wells at public farms that provide food to the public. I'm done with this. Let me tell you one quick one. There's our new, this is our new Mr. Pasquale. And he just got put in office. He says, one of my first official duties as Auditor General will be to initiate a performance audit of the Department of Environmental Protection to make sure our constitutional right to pure water is not compromised by natural gas drilling. Wake up, Governor Cuomo. Not one well in the state of, in my mother's state of New York. Thank you very much.